Guys, DP driving. I just thought I'd have a quick video. Someone asked me the other day a very simple question. And they weren't really asking in a medical sense. They just said, "What's wrong with me?" And I guess the answer is kind of simple, but at the end of the day, the answer is kind of complicated. I actually didn't answer the question. I skirted around it, but I thought I'd make a video highlighting some information. I usually tell people most of the time there's some form of give me 1 second, guys. Some form of empath or highly sensitive person attributes. And to be honest with you, that's probably half the problem right there. And a lot of times, so if you don't know what that is, just Google it. It just means you're like in tune with everyone and you have like, quote unquote, extrasensory abilities to feel things a little bit more than other people, things like that, where you're like more sensitive versus just regular sensitivity, if that makes sense. Most of the time it extends into the mental emotional arena. Bro, come on, man. Sorry. So just Google it. I could make a whole video on that one. But the reason I said that's half the problem is because they speculate that through some kind of trauma, whether it be emotional, infective in nature. Like I even saw a video the other day where they speculated getting like a strong case of food poisoning or other things could alter the flora and launch like an autoimmune attack where your body just becomes hypersensitized, etc. So I'm not trying to say this video is about HSP or empath, but there is speculation that something happened. Actually, a lot of times, just with my experience, most of the time the person's like, I was fine before all this stuff, and now I'm different, and I'm like super sensitive, and I can't eat everything I want to anymore. I can't, I feel everyone's emotions. Like they start saying stuff like that. So, and probably the last 10 years have been, in my opinion, excessively traumatic mentally, emotionally. I mean, there is some physicality to that, but most of it's mental, emotional. When you put, what's that word called? When you take into consideration politics and post-pandemic, pandemic, post-pandemic, just no one's the same anymore. And in my opinion, emotionally, a lot of people are divided. That's why it's important to find center point with everything. But that's a whole nother video also. So there's that, But on top of that, usually there's more because of what I just said. The bodily defenses go down, the innate immunity responses go down, the person's neurotransmitter systems are all over the place, anxiety, depression, leaky gut, food sensitivities, chronic allergies, chronic viral patterns, Epstein-Barr, cytomegalo, all that stuff, Lyme. All this stuff can start creeping in once the system is weakened. So it's kind of a two-pronged aspect. One, dealing with all these subsequent issues that come through becoming more sensitive, and then 2, trying to unwind the system from the initial trauma. And there's techniques and all sorts of things, and obviously find a licensed healthcare practitioner who knows what they're doing to help you with all this stuff. But I'd venture to say a lot of people have these things that I'm talking about. So it's not like something's wrong with you, but you've sustained some pretty big injuries, whether it's divorce, separation, infection, childbirth. I've had people come in and say, I've just never been the same since my 3rd child, kind of stuff like that. So it's kind of, you need a little bit of detective work to kind of tally up. And then that brings up a whole nother subject. Most people don't just have one trauma. they have a lot of them. So they have multiple STDs, chronic viruses. They have multiple problems, multiple traumas, multiple emotional traumas, multiple traumas that haven't been healed. And they just start layering upon themselves. And then you wind up with that running in the background. You end up with the nervous system completely hypersensitized. You end up with the immune system hypersensitized. You end up with food allergies, food sensitivities, chronic virus problems, which can cause chronic fatigue and pro-inflammatory problems, chronic autoimmune problems, which are pro-inflammatory, chronic digestive hormonal problems that are pro-inflammatory, chronic neurotransmitter problems that lead to anxiety, depression, panic attacks that are pro-inflammatory. So you need someone that knows what they're doing to help. This isn't like click on the Facebook ad and buy some supplements. This goes beyond all that. So that's my brief overview of what could be wrong with you. And so it was inspired by someone who asked me that question. So guys, if you think any of your friends or family would like this video, please forward it to them. Hit that subscribe button, press the like button, press the notification bell so you can find out when I'm releasing another video. And so, like always guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.